Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Lightcheese Monroe is with us. How you doing?
Moreno.
Moreno?
Yes, sir. What's up, my guy?
Moreno?
How you?
Okay, my bad as far as the pronunciation. I
You
was I
good?
was I was I was having a tough time trying to pronounce it anyway. So, what has your career been like?
my career has been it's been a roller coaster. If I'm being honest with you, cause a lot of people don't know. I actually hoop. They think I just do trick shots. Listen, I even have the shirt on right now. I play Division 1 basketball. So the thing about me is, I knew that in order for me to, I guess, live the life I want, I would have to make a brand, market myself, and make a name out of myself. So the
Yeah.
fact that I was great at trick shots and I had like a little buzz in high school, and I also know how to get people's attention. I'm like, yo, I think I could actually do something with trick shots. And I talked to my high school coach, and he told me, if you want to market light cheese, like you should do your crazy trick shots and actually say it's light cheese. And I've always done it, of course, but I took I basically took it a step forward around like 2019, 2018. I've always done content here and there, but 2019 to 2020, I just kept going with it, and as you can
Right,
see, it just
right.
took off.
I saw your highlights on ESPN. I was in college at the time, and
Right.
yeah, my college classmates, we were looking at basketball highlights, and then we came across your highlights. I'm like, how is this guy making these trick shots? I mean, like from the parking lot, out of your car, and I'm like, this guy. I'm like, he's got a career with
I
basketball. I said,
appreciate that.
yeah, I said, whoever interviews him, I know that they are going to be happy. That was 5 years ago, and now I
Right.
didn't even know. Yeah.
I don't want to say I have a lot going on, but in terms of my career and trick shots, because I actually want to do something with this, and people don't understand the things I actually think about, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, you just make a trick shot. It's something Harlem Go try to do that." But with me, it's like, yo, I understand there's other people that do trick shots, right? I
Yeah,
live
yeah,
stream my trick shots, and no one really does what I do on live stream. So that's why I think I can actually take it really far. And if I sit here and just break down certain things I've done on my live stream, you probably won't even think I'm telling the truth. Like, for real.
yeah, for real. Okay, first question. For people who might not know, how did the nickname Light Cheese come about?
So light cheese, just to let y'all know, I have merch on Millions as well, explaining the definition of light
Okay,
cheese.
okay.
Light cheese means performing a challenging task effortlessly.
Mm,
So everyone sees I'm doing my trick shots. It seems very hard, which it is. But the fact that I'm able to do it consistently at this point is very easy for me. Even if there are certain obstacles that look difficult, I've gotten to the point where I know I'm gonna make the shot. It's just a matter of how long it's gonna take. So
yeah, yeah,
light cheese originated basically from somebody else. I would say in the New York City area. I'm not sure, because light cheese, I've been saying this since I was in high school, because I like how it sounds. And whenever I used to have great games, I used to just post hashtag light cheese. Then when I got to college, I just always kept saying light cheese, light cheese, light cheese, light cheese, and
yeah,
I try to figure out a way to incorporate it with my name. And honestly, it sounded perfectly just saying light cheese Larry.
yeah.
So
Light Cheese Larry, or yeah,
it sounded perfectly to me. So I just kept with it, and I started doing videos with my brother, saying him basically calling me Light Cheese Larry. Oh, Light Cheese Larry, what you got for us today? And then I'll just make something crazy.
yeah. Some of your highlights when you would make threes, I'd be on Instagram. I'm like, Light Cheese Larry for three.
Appreciate that. But that
Yeah,
that basically where it come from. Honestly, it come from me being around the New York City culture, and everybody just talking how they talk. And I heard the word light cheese, and I always loved it, and it stuck with me. And I incorporated it with my name, and now we hit.
yeah. We here. We are here. What first got you into basketball, and who were your biggest influences
My
growing
uncle,
up?
my uncle, my
Oh,
uncle, my uncle. For those that don't know, that is my goat first than anybody. Feel me? I
mm,
modeled my game after him. However, I do also look at other people's games and I try to incorporate little things. But my uncle is one of the best shooters I've known. He used to he used to annihilate me since I was little, and
Since
I
you was
learned
little.
from it. I really learned from it because he taught me some things where, like, let's say, don't change your game for nobody. I'm a
Hmm.
great scorer, and I got it from him because he basically told me, listen, if this is what you want to do, you can't be scared of taking certain shots. You can't be scared of certain moments.
Right.
You just can't be scared. And if you embrace the moments, you could be great at this sport. So me watching him, especially him going crazy in games, it just gave me the confidence to basically be great at it as well. So I'm always take my uncle because he's the one that introduced basketball to me. He's the one that always been there and basically supported me even if it's from far. But when it comes to my, let's say, NBA inspiration, number one go is Kobe Bean Bryant, man.
Kobe, yeah, I'm a
Kobe
big
Bean
Kobe
Bryant.
fan.
A lot of
I'm a
people know.
huge Lakers fan too, so I got the Kobe, the 8 and the 24. So it's like I'm rocking with you there.
Yes, sir. For those that don't know, I'm like Cheese Larry, right?
Light cheese,
However,
Larry.
I used to be called the Dominican Mamba. All right? They don't know I'm Dominican. Feel me? I really hoop. So when I was in high school, my nickname was not like Cheese Larry. It was Dominican Mamba because I used to go crazy.
Mm,
But what was the question? Oh yeah, so my uncle and Corey Bryant is really who I modeled everything after. My mentality of I just don't want to lose. I'm gonna work harder than everybody on the court. That all comes from Corey Bean Bryant and my uncle, and of
yeah.
course me. But feel me, I really like was inspired by those two people.
Yes, I was really inspired by Kobe too. Third question. New York City has such a rich street basketball culture. What has that environment taught you about competition and toughness?
Everything. So my uncle himself is a Brooklyn guard. So like I said, since I was little, the way he played the game, like he knows how to go get a layup. That's one thing people don't know. People from New York, they know how to go get a layup, even if it's not like a fundamental layup. They just go get it. So
Hmm.
I built that since little, and I've always liked driving, even if I was short, because in my head, nobody stopped me from getting a layup, especially if it's a one on one. So growing up in the New York City environment, y'all gotta understand. If you sit here and mope, if you sit here and care about what people say, if you sit here and let that affect you, like, yo, listen, people will talk. People will say the crazy. I could curse or no.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
People,
Be
people.
you, be you.
All right, cool. People say the craziest shit in New York City.
Mhm.
You feel me? So
Yeah,
people don't understand, yo. If you sit here and let this affect you, yo, you can't play nowhere else. Like people don't. That saying where people be like, yo, if you make it here, you're gonna make it anywhere. In my head, that's true because there's
right.
so much things that, not even so much things. The way people are in the city is just, it's just different from a lot of places. For example, I've played Division 1 basketball, so I've been around people from New Jersey. I've been around kids from Rhode Island, from Syracuse, all over. When I see like where they're from and the fact that I have a name and they don't really have a name, but the way their city is, it's not a big city, so they actually have a buzz in their city. I realized, yo, New York City is really one of the hardest places because everybody's trying to make it out. I mean,
Yeah,
and
everybody is.
it's such a big city that, yo, it's gonna be a lot of attention for everyone. So you actually doing something in this city to me is actually big, especially if it gets noticed, especially if it gets out there. So the good thing about New York City is, um, like I said, if you do make it, I think you're stamped
Plus
everywhere.
the intensity when it
Yeah.
comes to
So
street ball,
that's
it's very different than NBA and Euro League and all that.
definitely so. Like it's some tournaments like, let's say I haven't really played in Gurge, but I have. But let's say Zone 6, where it's just okay. Sometimes yo, these games are not refed regularly, so you can't
No. Yeah,
complain
no.
about no foul. You can't
Uh-uh.
complain about none of that. So you're gonna build toughness. You're Unless you just soft, but you're gonna build
Right.
that. You're gonna build that intensity in you. Where I bet you're not gonna call this foul. I'm gonna go right through him and I'm gonna get this layup. So if I'm not gonna sit here and lie, when I got to college, like I said, I played Division 1 basketball. I didn't go to a big Division 1 school, but they were still taller and bigger kids. And my coach in high school told me, he said, "Yo, when you get to college, don't think you about to be laying people. you better stop and pull up. And I'm telling him, listen, ain't nobody in this world gonna stop me from getting fucking lit. And if I'm
Yeah,
being honest with you, I
yeah.
got that from growing up in this environment. That's how we are. I don't give a fuck who's in front of me. You're gonna get killed.
Yeah, I believe that's how every basketball player should be. And me,
Yeah.
I even played basketball back in high school. So I said, if anybody wanted to try and stop me, I'm like, no, it's gonna be a tough night because I had everything down pack. I had all the Kobe moves down pack.
I'm weak.
When it come down to the last 5 minutes of the game, everybody get out the way. Let's get to the basket.
That's my favorite time too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, that is. That is. What has your basketball journey career been like?
Repeat that.
I said, what has your career basketball journey been like?
So, I haven't really been asked this question. It's funny. I bet. So let's. You want me to break it down through, like, let's say high school up to
I mean,
now?
you could break it down however you want to.
I bet. So, put it like this, y'all. I've always known I was good at basketball, right?
Right,
However, I don't come from, let's say, like a family where everybody done made it somewhere where we, I guess, support everything someone does. So
right,
I never
right.
looked at myself as, oh, I'm actually go Division One, Division One. Like, I was a short kid. I didn't have like a big name, but I was good. So the image of going to college for free and playing the sport I love was never there. I just enjoy the sport. I work hard, and whatever comes with it is whatever comes with it. Of course, when we're little, oh, I want to go to the NBA, but realistically, we don't know what that comes with, right?
Yeah.
So
A
when I
lot of
got to,
obstacles.
what happened?
No, I said a lot of obstacles when
Yeah,
it comes
it's a
to
lot,
trying
and
to go
in some
forth to
sense,
the
you got to
NBA.
get lucky. In some
Yeah.
sense, so me being in high school, all right, now you're getting buzzed. Say middle school. I said middle school. Let's say like 10th grade. I'm over here getting 30. I'm having career high 40-point games in the playoffs. So now my name is picking up in the city, especially because I'm in 10th grade. Like, yo, who is this little kid? Like, he's just over here wilding.
Hmm.
And just kept picking up my buzz, and I just been consistent in the city, playing against top guards, playing against some top players in AAU and everything. So eventually, my resume just keeps building and keeps building. By the time I'm a sophomore, I said a sophomore. By the time I'm a junior, by the end of my junior year, I have some interest from some schools. My coach didn't really let me know I had interest or anything because I guess he wanted me to stay focused. So entering my senior year, um, I believe it was St. Francis that was looking at me. I had Niagara looking at me since I was a sophomore. And I also had Manhattan and like some other schools, like let's say Fairfield, that were just looking at me. Not that they necessarily wanted to offer, but they got some interest.
Yeah.
But two schools that really wanted to offer was Niagara and St. Francis. Now, like I told you, I'm not looking forward to playing Division One. However,
Right.
now that I see how good I am, okay, I could possibly do it. Like, this is a goal in life. So my senior year, as soon as St. Francis offered me, especially since they're in Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn, I want to be home. I committed right away, and I was basically signed to St. Francis my whole senior year. So I didn't really have to worry about, I guess, school. I was already stamped. I got that out the way. Now I just gotta have fun and get a championship my senior year. For those that don't know, my junior year, I broke my finger. I had so many crazy injuries. I broke my finger, so it was hard to win a championship. We ended up losing. I
Oh man.
also had hip surgery. I had a crazy hip injury as well my senior year. I used to wear a brace. People don't even know. Like, I used to not practice my whole senior year. Once I missed the first 8 scrimmages. I didn't practice. All I used to do was shoot around and like work on my game because I couldn't move. My hip legit had to be in place, and I used to wear a brace that was basically kept me like non-mobile. I couldn't really move for real. I couldn't really jump
Wow.
as good, and if I did jump to try to, like, let's say even dunk, my coach would get mad at me because he know my hip is messed up. But as a kid, your adrenaline is high. You just want to have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
But
You just trying to have fun.
yeah, so a lot of people don't know I went through that my senior year. I still ended up doing what I was doing, but I was really hurt the whole senior year, and I still was able to basically perform how I wanted to, which is crazy. But I really never, when I sit here and tell you I didn't practice like or regular, I didn't like play against my players, play against my teammates in practice at all. Like I used to just shoot around and just manage my hip. By the time I got to college, my first year, we having workouts because the injury I had for some reason when I rest it, it goes away, but it could get aggravated right away by any little hit, any little wrong turn. Right, it's my hip at the end of the day. For those that don't know, your hip is basically functioning your whole body, like for
Yeah,
real, for real.
yeah.
So when I got to school, we had a couple workouts. I had got hit in my knee and my like hip had went the opposite way. Not too much, but I felt it aggravate right then and there. And I'm familiar with the pain, so I'm like, damn, yo, is it coming
You
back?
heard the pop.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So basically, I told we was working out, and I'm the type of person I play through everything. I'm a Kobe fan. Like I don't give a fuck about injuries. I've been injured my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play through it. Like I don't want to step off the court. Unfortunately, that does not do nothing good for me. It just makes everything worse. So
Hmm.
went to my trainer, yo. I can't keep going. Like yo, like I'm trying to run. I can't. Like it's hurting too bad. I went and got checked out. Next 2 days, results came in. We had practice. We not practice. We had workouts because it's like preseason. We just conditioning and working out. My coach and my trainer put me to the side, and they was like, "Yo, we got some bad news. You're gonna have to redshirt. You need surgery. You have a couple tears in your hip, your bone. My bone like on the side was literally chipped off. Like if you saw it
Oh
it was
man.
it, it was crazy. Like and mind you, this is what I was playing with for like a year and a half. It was chipped off. I had a couple tears, and they said my hip was like naturally deformed. And basically, like I guess it came from the fact that I used to hoop every day, and I didn't really take care of my body in the sense of, sometimes when you do multiple sports, that benefits your body. Like in the sense, if you do soccer,
Yeah.
that it helps you with footwork. I only played basketball, so my body was only used to one thing, and I didn't care. Like I'm outside every day, so it just took a toll on my body. By the time I got to college, they were like, "Yo, you should have been got this checked out. The fact that you played with it for a year and a half, it just got worse and worse." So you can only imagine the recovery was even crazier. When I got this,
Yes, that recovery time is hell.
listen, I
Tough.
still go through it. So I end up getting, mind you, the surgery was so ridiculous. They didn't know what to do with me in the sense of when the hip specialist was, I believe he worked with the Jets, and it took them some time to actually like approach my surgery because they said, yo, if we give you a surgery, because nobody has hip problems at 18 years old. I had hip problems at 18 years old. So they's like, yo, this can really affect your play. Like, depending on the surgery, like you might not be able to play for 2 years. You might need two surgeries depending on the first one recovers. And they really didn't know what to tell me. So, eventually at the end of the day, they want to keep you happy. They don't want to tell you some news where you just devastated. So they were like, yeah, you can rest it for 1 year. The next year you'll be good. Listen, if I really had to think about it, like going back, I probably have to rest it for 2 years because I try to rush the process, and it's just like my next 3 years. People don't understand what I was going through. Like I was legit in pain every day. It would be days where I would just collapse. Like my hip would just give up on me, and I would just fall, and I'm like, fuck it. Like I'm used to it. I smiled through everything, but your college, like that career was fake ridiculous because I couldn't play my game. It was games where I'll have good games, and I would only be playing like 20 minutes, and I can't stay in the game. Like my hip is on fire, like literally. So that recovery and dealing with the pressure and everything, I just in my head it got to the point where I'm like, yo, I just got to get through college. Like now the fact that I'm building my Lightcheese, everything. I don't really, not that I don't care about playing professional. In my head, I wanted to play professional because like when you grow up, I want to play pro. I want to make my money off for what I do. But
Yeah.
in some sense, people always try to prove to themselves they could do something. So
Right.
I knew I could play professional because, like I told you, I'm really good at basketball, and I see who plays and how they play and who plays pro and then what they go through. I made up my mind. I say I'm not doing that because I didn't have a great career in college, so I know I'm gonna have to start off slow, and I know I'm gonna have to manage basically my hip injury because, like I tell you, I still go through certain little things. So I still it's
Mhm.
something I'm managing, something I had to change my diet. I had to find out what really works for my head because it was a really crazy injury, and dealing with certain trainers in college, they didn't really know what they was doing with my injury. There was only one person that I could sit here and say, yo, he really tried to help me out a lot. His name is Yuki, and he's not even my medical trainer. He was just my strength and conditioning trainer. So he's really just going to try to strengthen my leg and make it feel better, but that's not his job. So throughout college, like I said, I was just really seeing what works for my hip and trying to market myself
Just
because
going through the motions.
yeah, literally. And I graduated 2 years ago with a
Oh, you did?
bachelor's. Hmm?
You graduated 2 years ago?
Yeah, I have a bachelor's in science.
Oh, I graduated 2 years ago. Yeah, I got a
So
certificate in
I
sportscasting.
actually, oh, that's tough. I actually had
Yeah,
extra years because of my rusher, but I realized, yo, I just want to just go ahead and face life because a lot of kids really just want to be in school because they're not ready for life. If I'm being really
right.
honest. Me, I'm not scared of life. I want to keep building with my brand, and that's what I'm doing right now. After I graduated, a lot of people do. I went to DR for 6 months just to work on content.
Mm,
Legit. Like I told you,
that's
I live streamed my trick shots, and that's really what I was doing. I was fortunate enough to have people who actually believe in what I was doing and would finance what I'm doing. So, oh well, fund what I'm doing, and throughout the live stream, I was actually able to take care of myself while I was in DR. So this is something I actually really want to keep going, but it's just different ways to approach it to basically scale myself to a bigger stage.
yeah,
We're gonna see.
yeah, we gonna see. Next question. What's been your favorite moment in your basketball career? If you can find one. I'm just saying,
Question: favorite moment basketball career, not including trick shots,
including trick shots.
including trick shots.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, but I got a couple.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to narrow it
So
down.
my one of my favorite ones will obviously be winning a championship for my high school team because I rung their first championship ever.
Yes,
And
I did see
due to the fact that my previous year, which was my junior year, I got a crazy injury. I played my whole. I played like I got injured in the playoffs the first game. We one of the top seeds, so we not playing a team that's that good, so we didn't have a problem with them. But my finger literally broke the first game. Like it was crazy. As you can see, like, I can't even really bend it for real.
Yeah.
It broke, and I played 5 games with it. Obviously, I can't perform how I normally perform because I really can't shoot. But we ended up making it to the chip, and we lost on a buzzer beater. You can actually search it up. I was hurt. So next year, winning that championship meant the world to me, especially bringing one from one of my favorite coaches of all time. Well, my favorite coach of all time, Kenny Prello. That is one moment that I will cherish forever. Then, of course, getting a scholarship and signing the letter of intent would be another great moment for me because since I was in middle school, my first coach he told me to make that my goal. A lot of people don't know. He basically engraved it in my brain that my number one goal in high school is to sign a letter of intent, and that basically means to sign to go to college. So that would be another proud moment in my life, and especially with my basketball career. College. If I got to bring up college, the only moment I was really happy in my career was with trick shots, because I had some good games, so I guess I was very happy during that time. But I never really got to sit here and say I had a full season where yes, Larry was himself at all. Like I'm always sitting out games, I'm sitting out practices, because I just had to manage my injuries seriously.
Yeah, that's really tough when you got the kind of talent that you have and you can make any shot from anywhere on the court and you're stricken by injury. That's just
Yeah,
tough.
Hold on,
And
my bad. When it comes to trick shots,
yeah,
I guess that first time being on ESPN, that first time being on Sports Center, that first time seeing all these the shade room, Drake following you, those
yeah,
moments was like they were like surreal, but it's like I was always the type of person where I believe in myself, right? I believe in
right,
myself to the point where I don't really praise other people. However, if I'm a fan, I'm a fan. Like Drake, I'm a fan, so I was really happy that he
yeah,
followed me. However, some people really go crazy and act like, yo, Drake is a human being at the end of the day.
right,
Everybody
right.
at the end of the day is a human being.
Everybody,
You can't go crazy. Like especially if you want to become something, you gotta realize you gotta praise yourself the most. So that's why I'm probably the most confident person in myself in the world when it comes to certain things. And it's because I just truly believe in what I do and I truly believe in what I'm doing. And the fact that it's a positive thing in my head is gonna go crazy. And that's my goal, to be honest with you. My goal is really to keep upping it and keep upping it and keep elevating with trick shots, but doing little certain things here and there where people are all right. I like what he's doing here, and it still involves trick shots. I like what he's doing here, and it's still his niche is still trick shots. For example, a lot of people don't know my YouTube. What I'm doing, I've done a Lightcheese event where I've done giveaways. I've also in DR. My goal is to travel DR and just play around against everybody in DR and just show love and basically build my fan base with my people. And of course, I'm gonna still be in the U.S. But my goal is really to blow up like crazy, and you're gonna see. It's all in the works.
oh
One
yeah,
thing is
I
all.
follow you. Yeah, I see it close hand.
I
You built,
appreciate that. We're gonna keep it
yeah.
going though.
Hey, all good things over here. Hope you go ahead, keep doing what you're doing.
I
You
got you.
built a strong personal brand. How important is that to you in this day and time in basketball culture?
It's probably the most important thing to me in my life right now. One, because it's something that I've been doing since little and is obviously my number one passion. So the fact that I've built something that is mine, that is me, and is not is 100% authentic. Like I praise
Authenticity.
basically yeah, like I praise that.
Yeah,
Like that's number one to me because we live in a world where everything's fake. Like
yeah,
legit. We live in a
yeah.
world where even some of your favorite, let's say, comedians, some of your favorite actors, some of your favorite everything, it's all fake. We all know this. So the fact that we all doing this for views, the fact that we all doing this for money, because at the end of the day, we have to survive. We have to live in a world where money is important, and yes, we have to make money. So
Yeah.
I've never listen. I'm a kid from the projects. I still live in the projects. I live in a one-bedroom apartment, and I share rooms with my brother. I sleep on bunk beds, and I'm saying this to you because I don't care about what people think. Feel me?
Right,
People,
right.
but people don't understand that that's how you should be living. I hate when I see, let's say, celebrities, because I don't even call myself a celebrity. I hate calling myself a celebrity. People look at me as a celebrity. I look at me as a regular person. Feel me? I just understand that people have a lot of love for me, have a lot of love for what I do, and I'm always cherish that. But I'm never gonna move like, oh, I'm better than this person because I'm not. At the end of the day, me and you are the same person. I just happen to have a bigger stage because of what I do. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing. There's a lot of people, for example, let's say you are probably a better person than your favorite celebrity, and you probably impact other people's lives more than a lot of other celebrities that are just there to
To entertain, yeah.
entertain and basically promote nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically.
So where was I going with this? What was the question again? Because I'll be going all over the place.
Oh, you
Oh
built a
my,
strong, yeah,
I got it.
strong
So yeah,
personal brand. Yeah,
my brand and light cheese, I want that to be a positive symbol for everybody. So my ultimate goal is obviously to live freely and have fun.
yes.
But one thing that I really love about me is that when people look at me, the number one thing they do is smile. So I always like cherish that because yo, there's sometimes where that tells me that my energy is great. Feel me? Like as
Right,
soon as I'm
yeah,
around you, the number one thing you want to do is smile. You just happy. That's all I care about. For real, for real. Like if I'm being brutally honest with you, that's all I care about. Cause yo, I live in a world where everything is just negative and everyone is just negative. So the fact that
Right,
me
right,
being all the way positive and it's actually making you smile and it's just giving you a warm feeling within, that's all I care about and that's all I'm living for. And I know that I can make a living off it and I know that it's gonna be a career or like a job where I'm not going to stress myself out. You
right,
understand? So a lot of people don't understand, like, yo, when you do deal with social media and you deal with certain things, you are working and you are basically giving your energy to so much people that it mentally drains you. That's not what I want for myself. So that's why I don't even like sit here and collab with everybody. Not that I have a problem with everybody, but I just can't sit here and give my energy to everybody. Feel me?
right. Can.
Because not only that, as you can see, a lot of times you meet people and it's like, yo, what the hell? I'm thinking you're a good person. You really just care about the fact that we about to make videos. You don't even like care that you meet in Lightcheese Larry. You just want Lightcheese Larry for your videos, and then after that is fuck Lightcheese Larry. I don't like that. Feel me?
Right, right.
In my head, if we're gonna link up, we're gonna have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have like a genuine relationship. Feel
Yeah,
me?
and keep the conversation going
Yeah,
after.
something
Yeah,
like
something
don't like let's not just let
like a
all right
simple text
yeah
or
like that,
something like that.
that
Yeah,
that is basically where the world is heading, and I'm not here for it.
right,
The world is legit heading to it's all about numbers, all about your views. If you got to talk negatively about this person just to get views, do it. If it's not benefiting you to talk positive about this person, don't do it. That's crazy to me.
yeah.
But
That's crazy to me too. And when I started this, well, basically, I started my own YouTube channel 2 years ago. So basically, as I was looking for like a promotion team, I kept on hearing like, like there are some times where you have to, start friction with this person and that person and, keep it together and then that'll make you blow up. I'm like, man, I'm just a person that wants to come on here, perfect my sports commentary and pretty much get on somewhere and expand my horizon.
I
I said
feel you.
that's all. I'm like that's all I want to do. So I don't be saying nothing to bring anybody down for no clicks, no views, no none of that.
Definitely. And unfortunately, right?
Right,
That's not what social media and the world want to see. But that's why I respect certain people because yo, everything's not for money. Money rules the world, but yo,
right.
once you may do everything for money, yo, I'm sorry, but you're going down the wrong path in life, and eventually,
Yes,
believe it or not, your life is not gonna be what you wanted because you did everything around money. Sorry.
right, right. That's why so many people are miserable when it comes
Uh,
to
that's
yeah,
my
they
point.
get
Though,
to
look,
that certain point in the career where ain't nothing happening. They're not booking deals or anything like that. And then all of a sudden they turn to something that they don't want to do, but they have to.
yup,
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why even my live stream, there's days nobody on there. Yo, listen, I have a goal, right? I have a vision, and since I was little, for like I really believe that if you work for what you want and if you have a vision and you work towards that vision, yo, it's gonna come. I'm
Right.
telling you, it's gonna. If you attract it hard enough, it's gonna come. It's just about learning how to, like, for example, like me, right? I want to be. I don't want to say like an independent worker, but I want to be in my own lane. And there's a lot
Right.
of things that come with it. So the last 2 years, I kind of had to, let's say, go to DR and actually do content by myself, so I could just know what that lifestyle is like. Because a lot of people think that, all right, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Then you get put in a position and you don't even know how to even handle the position. So
Right.
the last 2 years, that's kind of what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to learn, all right, how does this platform works? How can I generate money from this platform? How does this platform works? How do I communicate with certain people in a certain way that I could just bring them into what I'm doing? How do I get people to subscribe to me on Twitch with what I'm doing? And I've actually
Mhm.
been learning and I've picked up a lot of tricks. And because at the end of the day, we all have to sell something. So right
Yeah,
now,
we do.
I'm just trying to sell my talent, and I think and I truly believe that I'm doing the right thing, and I have a feeling it's gonna work out. I promise you're gonna see. I don't know if you're familiar with Millions. Millions.
Yes.
I have a product on Millions where basically I want people to book me to see me do church house in person.
Oh,
And
word?
yeah, so I haven't really marketed as much yet, but I will. And
Okay.
the way I'm doing it is, listen, I've been in DR, I've been all around New York City, and I have so many videos with kids, with people not believing I could do trick shots, even live streams. So one day I'm gonna market it the right way. Like, yo, listen, an hour of crazy trick shots with Lightcheese Larry. I even have groups of kids doing it, and their parents just booked me, birthday parties, all of that. The thing is, people not understanding how crazy I go when it comes to trick shots. If I sit here and tell you, right, yo,
Mm-hmm.
I will sit here and make 50 half court shots backwards without looking. Look at your face.
Backward.
Look at your face, though. Look at your face. I will sit here and make 50 half court shots backwards without looking in under an hour.
50.
You see your face? It sounds unbelievable. But this is
Yes,
part
it
of the
does.
this is part of the reason why I really believe in myself, because I kind of do the impossible, right? It's just that people don't see it. So
Right,
when
right.
people get to see it, because we all know live streaming, after you start working with some platforms, they throw viewers at you. I'm I've just been trying to learn how to keep these viewers there, because that's the goal. You got to keep those
Mhm.
viewers there, and you got to keep them engaged, and you got to keep them entertained. So let's say, like I said, yo, Larry, you're about to sit here and make 50 backwards from half court. A lot of people are not gonna believe that, especially if
Yes.
I'm, es- especially if I'm in the camera saying it and I'm in the camera talking crazy, like, yeah, watch this, I'm about to do it. Y'all don't believe me, y'all better stay tuned in. And then let's say you just bored and you just stay in for 20 minutes, and I just happen to hit 10 plus backward shots from half court. You're gonna be like, what the hell? And I just happen to hit two in a row or three in a row, even four in a row. Like, I really do this on the regular.
Mhm.
To people, that's insane. So that's kind of where I've been trying to grow at, and where I'm trying to really, that's really what I'm trying to market. You're gonna see. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I see.
you're gonna see. The thing about it is, you see how I told you that 50 backwards from half court under an hour. So then if I sit here and tell you I can make 100, right? It's even crazier. Then if I sit here, I can make a 360 between the legs 20 times, or between the legs 25 times, or 15
Larry,
full court shots. There's a lot of
bottom
ways I
line,
could go about it.
yeah, bottom line is 50 backcourt shots. Well, not looking, everybody is gonna look at that. So you don't even have to say, y'all think that I'm not gonna make it or make, because everybody is gonna look no matter what because
It
of what you
depends,
said.
because everybody's so used to me doing it that some people just, all right, whatever, he's gonna do it, right?
Yeah, but
But
for the audience that haven't seen you, they're like, okay, we gonna see what Light Cheese Larry talking about.
yes, sir.
Uh,
That's the goal, though. That's the goal, literally, to get people. I want to see this in person, and then it gets to the point where people are actually booking me, and you already know how life goes. Once people see, all right, nah, he's actually doing this. He's actually getting booked by people. Everybody's gonna follow the trend, and at the end of the day, like I told you, I'm gonna be going crazy. So people are gonna want to
yeah.
see this in person, and to me, I'm gonna say it because I truly believe that's gonna work. I will be getting booked in the future for making trick shots. The same way Harlem Globetrotters get booked to do what they do, the same way, even like, let's say certain people like the Who Bus, they get booked to put on their certain shows. My goal is to have my own light cheese shows, and it's literally going to be revolved around trick shots.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna tell my audience, hey, pull up. I get a lot of viewership from New York
I
doing this.
appreciate that word.
Yeah. Next question. What message do you want to send to young hoopers that look up to you?
Message, I'll probably got a couple, because I don't like the
Good.
way it's a lot that I don't like how it is, and like the morals behind a lot of things, like the 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 foundation, it just doesn't make sense. So
Right.
if I'm gonna sit here and talk to people, especially younger than me, especially the fact that I've been through college, I've seen the world for what it is. Obviously, I have a lot to learn. I'm never gonna be a person that thinks I know it all. I sometimes act like it, but that's because obviously you're learning. You think you know it all, but I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of for me to learn, especially because coming from the hood, we think that the world is this little. Like it's not. There's a lot of other things, a lot of avenues that you have to take, a lot of things like you have to just learn and be aware of to even put yourself in this world. Like let's say the
Right.
business world, right? People don't understand like you need money to make money. Uh you're not gonna get somewhere thinking that you just need your friends or people around you. You actually need to build all around. It's just a lot. It's a lot of things that you gotta look at. Even like let's say hooping, you need to be coachable. You need to have a coach that knows what he's talking about and be capable of recognizing whether he's a bad coach or not. That may not be that easy, but if you are somebody like me who had knowledge from my uncle, feel me, who played from young, sometimes you do like build certain character and certain foundations that allows you to recognize bullshit coaches. Feel me?
Right.
So
Mhm.
I was always able to do that due to the fact that I've played for great coaches, and it's not just great coaches because I think they're great coaches. It's great coaches because I've seen what they've done with NBA players, what they've done with college players, high school players, everything. And like I told you, I never had plans of going pro. I never had plans of going Division 1, and I played for a great coach that allowed me to play in tournaments and get exposed. And he told me a lot of things, so that is why I call him a great coach because of everything he's done, right? So if I had to tell the younger generation, be coachable, find a great coach, work your ass off,
Right. 1000% correct.
work your ass off because I will promise you, especially the more life keeps going on, there are a million kids that think the same thing you think and want the
Mhm.
same thing that you want. What is going to separate you? Seriously,
Right.
like, what is seriously going to separate you? You may think you're different from everybody around you, but once you go up another level, there's more people that's just like you. In the
Yes.
sense of, Larry, you are in high school, you're dominating high school. You went to D1. You're not dominating D1. Why? Not because of your I'm not gonna blame it on my injuries, or I'm speaking in general. I mean, I'm not. I'm speaking like I'm.
Right.
I'm going
Right.
towards me, but everybody. You're not going to sit here and think that every level you get to, you're just gonna sit here and dominate. No, there's people that are better than you, and there's people that are smarter than you, and there's people that just have better resources than you. So
Right.
be as coachable and be a sponge as much as you can be, because the more you learn, the more you could basically widen everything. Your future, your basketball skills, your mental, everything, even your business. So in my head, if I had to tell you something, just learn as much as you can about life, as much as you can about people, because learning people and seeing how people move in a lot of different like scenarios and places, you can learn a lot from it. For real, for real.
Right. Yes, you can.
And once you learn a lot from how people are, you can, for example, you can even work a certain job just because of how you speak to people, just because of your energy, just from learning little things from one person. People don't understand that. For example, I have a college degree. I have this, but to me, I don't need this to do the job. Right? Right? These are just
Yeah.
qualifications. What you really need is to learn how to deal with people. For example, I went to school for being a gym teacher. If you know how to deal with kids and you know how to be outgoing and you know how to be fun, anybody can do this job. It's
Right.
just that you got to go through, obviously, through the system to get what you want. Because if that was not the case, everybody would just be a gym teacher, right?
Right.
But like I said, you learn as much as you can, work as much as you can, and understand that life is only going to be your life is only going to be built by you, especially the life that you want is only going to be built by you, nobody else. So work for the life you want.
And networking is also important. I believe nowadays that networking is more valuable than just a piece of paper from a college.
Yep. Like
That's what
like
I
I just
feel.
told you, depending on who you meet, depending on who you're learning from, you can get a job just from that. Just from
Yeah.
that. For example, I
Final
started
question.
coaching. Oh my bad, God.
No, go ahead. Finish.
All right.
Finish your.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
finish your thought.
I'm 25. I just turned 25. I've started coaching. I got an 11th grade team and I got an 8th grade team. And a lot of people would not think that this is something that I would have done. But like I said, if you learn how to coach, you learn from coaches. I promise you, the way I'm coaching my players is the same way I was coached. So
Mm.
me just studying how my coach coaches me and why he tells me certain things and why he praises certain things allows me basically to do the same thing with the younger generation.
Okay. Final question.
Gotcha.
What are your career goals on and off the court?
Gotcha. I kind of told you, but to break it down, my career goals, I want to live a life where I do whatever I want, whenever I want. That's number one. Why? Because like I said, I live in a world where we gotta go to work. We don't want to go to work. We gotta
Yeah,
go to
we
work.
don't.
We don't want to do this, but we gotta do this. So obviously, you are not in control of your life. You can make it seem like you are, but you have to do what you have to do because the government put it like that, basically, right? So
Right.
number one goal is do what I want whenever I want. With my sport, with what I do, that is why I'm building a brand where basically it revolves around something that I'm very great at. So I can do it basically whenever I want. I want to literally be live streaming and continuously just travel the world and make content and spread love and positivity for real. That's my
Yeah,
number one
love
goal
and positivity.
with what I do. And off the court, I want eventually have a family. I want to actually build a family. And when I say I want to actually build a family, I don't just want to say I want to get a girl and have kids. And yeah, no. I want to find a girl, a woman that's basically for me and for my children that have the same mentality and is gonna engrave what I think and what she thinks into the kids and basically elevate them in life. Then with
Build
that,
the empire. That's what you're talking about.
nah, yeah. So
Yeah.
and with that, you build your kids up to be better in life. You don't just get kids and just throw them in a stupid ass world that is just built for them to fail and then just expect them to do something with that. No, I want to teach them how this world really is. Show them like, okay, you gotta really make something out of this world. Try to figure out what you really want. So I want to build a big family, and I want to from that family. I want to build. You want to be honest with you? I want to go back to how life used to
Yeah,
be.
be honest.
I want to go back to how life used to be, where your family is there for everything. We don't need the government to assist you in this. I want to have my own land in DR, grow my own food. I don't want to rely
Right.
on
Right.
nothing. Like I just want that's how life should be for everyone. Like I try to explain to a lot of people, listen, we live in the US and we want to praise the US, but you don't own nothing. Like you just here renting stuff, you just here paying money. You already paying for everything. So it's like, yo, what do you really want at the end of the day? You want to keep just going through the system, you want to keep going in the cycle and keep struggling and keep living check to check. I don't want to do that.
Right.
So
That's what I be explaining to people when
yeah,
I'm out and about. But
I don't want to do that.
sometimes they just don't get it.
But a lot of people don't get it because at the end of the day, I don't know if this is gonna, if how you would take this. But me personally, I believe a lot of us are still slaves in our head. For real,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, yeah. That's why I was just telling someone the other day. I said he told me he's like I just live off of one check. I'm like, one check wasn't designed to cover all the payments
At all.
at all.
One
I'm
check,
like,
one
I
check is
told
a,
him
you know.
Yeah,
That's it's designed. It aggravates me. Like certain topics, like it aggravates me. People don't
right,
understand your
right,
mindset really means everything. Like yo, one check is literally designed just to keep you in the same cycle forever. And we all know whoever's up here is just gonna stay up here. Like
right, right. And
for real. Like come on. But we
that's
gotta
what I
all
try to do.
eventually,
I,
hopefully, in the future, we all wake up. But if we don't, it's gonna be the same thing.
yeah, hopefully we can all try and open everybody's mind to they need more opportunities. That there's something more than just a simple 9 to 5 or a 9 to 3 or whatever.
And
It's
hold on, my bad.
something
My
more.
hold on. And if you have a 9 to 5, right, or whatever, if you learn life, you would understand that with your 9 to 5, even if you do save a little bit, you can get out of your situation. Unfortunately, we live in a world. Now I know I keep saying that we live in a world
Yeah,
because, listen, in this world to me is really crazy. We think that just because we go to work 5 days a week and we have a little spare change, that spare change is just to go fuck our lives up and go to the club and just do nothing with it. If you want to build your life, like I tell people, right? I don't even encourage people to go to school all the time. I encourage people to learn what to do with their money and learn how money works, because at the end of the day, you are going to school to get a career for money, right? But
right,
what people don't realize is you go to school to get a career. Now you're in debt, and you have to get out of this debt to like elevate in life. Unfortunately,
right,
so if you, for example, I have a friend who I went to college with him, but he was just working because he know, all right, if I just build my money and I learn what to do with it, then I can live the life I want. Not if I build my money and now I'm gonna just go on this trip and I'm gonna go on that trip and I'm gonna go have fun. No, you will never grow in life like that. I'm sorry. So even if you have a 9 to 5, y'all, listen, learn to save your money. Learn to be fucking disciplined. You have
right.
to, or if not, you will stay in a cycle, sadly.
Yeah, you
And
will.
don't be scared to take certain risks. I've lost a lot of money in the stock market. I've lost money here and there trying to gain basically freedom by acquiring more money. But unfortunately, you're going to lose money trying to make money. But if you don't take certain risks, you're going to be in the same place. And like I literally just heard somebody say this, which is something I've heard all the time. The biggest risk in life is not taking a risk at all. Like
Yes, and
seriously.
that's what it is.
That's the biggest risk. So I encourage everybody to try to elevate their life. And if you really want to elevate your life, actually learn about this world that you are living in. For real.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Larry. Thank you so much for this interview. And you got anything else you want to promote?
Promote. Listen, man. Like I said, number one thing I promote is love and positivity. Like I said, I'm happy that you got an interview with me, and like I said, number one thing I'm happy about is that I got to make you smile a lot. That's all I care about.
Oh,
For real,
I
for real.
make I'm always smiling. Every time I wake up in the morning, I smile.
That's how
So
it's supposed to be,
yeah,
man.
yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. All right.
But
Ladies and gentlemen, Lightcheese Larry.
appreciate the love always. He brought me on this interview. We had a great time. We talked about not just trick shots and not just my career. Listen,
We talked about
listen,
life on this
life,
interview, America. So
life. What
anybody that
happened?
wants to look
Listen.
at this interview, you are going to get the whole nine in this interview.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the love always, man. I appreciate you having me on this.
I appreciate it too.
Now, then how you want to end it all? Talk to me.
No,
Oh,
I'm
I
about
can't
to
hear.
end it. You got anything else? Or
This is how we gonna end it off. Listen, y'all see what's going on.
oh,
This is
okay.
this is all that matters in life. In life is your vibe, and
Right, right.
the
Good.
only thing that you need to have in life is a positive vibe. It's like cheese. I know the vibes. We here.
We yeah, we are here. All right. So everybody, Lighthouse Larry, spreading good
Light
vibes.
cheese,
Spread.
Larry.
Oh, Light Cheese Larry.
Yes,
My bad.
sir. You good?
Light Cheese Larry, spreading vibes and positivity all around the world. Thank you for
Yes.
this interview. And now I am signing off, America.
We here. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too.